Good evening, everyone. You're listening to another episode of Deathmatch Russell Podcast. Tonight is Tuesday night. We're going to have RingAnnouncer of OVW, promoter of Bandit Wrestling, and commentator of Pro Wrestling Freedom, KevinCordell, on the line. So stay tuned, fans, and listen. Let's talk to him and have a great night of talk about wrestling. And much, much more. Good evening, KevinCordell, and how are you tonight?
Doing well, man. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, as I just got back from Starbucks with a little fix of hype to get us going for tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's going on, my friend?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. Just a little cold front weather forecast. I'm sure you heard about it, right? It's like a little bit of snow, but it's going to be
We haven't had it as bad. We only had about 4 inches.
We had
in the south, 4 inches means natural catastrophe. So
yeah. Well, the shore here hasn't had it yet. We haven't had it yet. But you know what's interesting? Like this past couple days, we've had in my neighborhood about 7 gas leaks all in a row. It's like a jinx or something. Isn't that bizarre? You know?
That is weird.
Yeah. You know, but we had our own in the summertime though. You know, but thank God. You know.
Gotcha.
I know. So what's going on with you? What do you got going?
Really not too much. Kind of a weird week for me here.
Yeah.
We've got, I think, 4 shows in 7 days, plus the normal shoot job. So
yeah.
Getting ready to have a crazy week.
Oh, man. What shows are you going to be doing?
Well, we always do
yes.
Wednesday night, obviously, Ohio Valley Wrestling.
Yes.
Where we tape our TV show every Wednesday night at the Davies Arena.
Mm-hmm.
Friday, I just recently became part of the tag team, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
The Smartass and the Fat Geek with Doug. We are the voices of Pro Wrestling Freedom.
Oh, cool.
So we have a show with them Friday and on Tuesday.
Yeah.
The normal Friday show got moved back 1 week due to the ice storm.
Yeah.
So we have 2 shows with Pro Wrestling Freedom this week, and then a Saturday, a E-Town show for Ohio Valley Wrestling.
Oh, wow.
So pretty nuts week.
Wow. Solid cards, I'm sure. Stacked cards, too.
Overall,
yeah.
We're really blessed right
yeah.
now. And I think this is nationwide.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've realized it, but the amount of 18 to 24-year-old talent right now.
Yeah.
Whether it be in the Northeast, Midwest here, Ohio,
right.
California, it seems almost crazy.
Yeah. That's wild. That's wild because, that I'm sure you've heard from, the East Coast, we have GCW, we have On Point Wrestling, we have the younger talent that really showcases, It's really a pretty good quality,
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just in this area,
yeah.
whether you want to talk about kids playing at the OI4K Academy up in Ohio.
Yeah.
Kids out of Ohio Valley Wrestling. 19-year-olds. Myron Reed is 19 years old. He's already been Glory Pro champion on ROH.
Yeah.
He's been in the business a year and a half.
I mean, look at it. Look at Desmond and look at Desmond and Zachary Wentz right now. Killing it in Japan. They're awesome. Big props to them.
Oh gosh, we had Zach Wentz at 2 or 3 of our early Bandit shows.
Yeah.
And, awesome cat. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Really cool cat. Can't say enough good things about him. And a great performer.
Yeah, they always perform really well. With every time they're at CZW, Combat Zone Wrestling. At the CZW, and man, it's like, they're awesome. I love watching them perform every day.
And you want to talk about CZW, you got to talk about MJF. I mean, we're talking about a cat that might be, honestly, could be the next Adam Cole.
Nah.
21 years old, 22 years old.
You know what? I just got blocked by him on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
That's funny.
I am oh man, Kevin, like when MJ first came out to CZW, I was on of course, behind the barricade, and he would run his mouth in the ring, like always, like how he always promotes it, like he's the better man and this and that. I was the first one to get like toilet paper. We were allowed toilet paper the one time, and then he banned it. He banned it from the ring,
Oh my gosh.
So then so after that, I recently just did a tweet, and my friend Brett helped me out on it. I got closed out. It was so funny. It was just like a random, like I said, yeah, I'm gonna take a shit in your bathroom,
Oh my god.
I had to close it out, but it was perfectly like poetry, perfect. It was just perfect.
Oh, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
The person I had ever had contact with him, we ended up on the phone for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And he's a really nice cat, but
yes.
he goes into mode.
I know.
Oh my god.
I know.
It's absolutely ridiculous,
That's why we don't like him. We're like, a lot of us don't, but hey, he's a character.
Like I said, even the CZW dojo. I mean,
yes.
Ace Austin.
Yes.
One of Bandit's regulars just came out of there. Unbelievable. Ace Rivera, what, 24? 25?
Yeah. Yep, you're right. Yeah, something like that. Ace Romano, yeah, like all these guys, man. It's,
And I'm sorry, I'm loving CZW right now. I cannot speak higher of what DJ is doing.
Yeah.
I know there's been a lot of backlash for not having maybe as much deathmatch hardcore stuff.
Yes.
So when you look at the talent, dude, you're watching David Starr and Strickland and Joey Janela, and it's like, oh,
Janela,
so
you know what? I grew up with watching Janela. Like he was like a local wrestling federation, like a Carney-act wrestling. We had a cheap ass wrestling. He started out there, and he progressed over the years. Just made his way to where he is, and look at him. He's all over the world almost. He's all over the world. He travels.
Oh God, yeah. And like
and to be a big, big ups to him, big props. GCW and him linked it up with two. This is their second big hurrah show in, New Orleans this time around. I'm like, wow. It's like.
Oh, it is. It's absolutely crazy. It's good to see. It's good to see the growth. And
yes.
Sevy's did a great job.
But you know what? It's all about every single promotion there too. The independent, we like the independent wrestlings, Progress and Evolve and Beyond and all these other companies to showcase the talent. Like WrestleMania weekend, that's a good weekend. They really, whoever was the creator.
Oh God.
To
speak highly of Evolve.
Yeah.
And I'm a mark for Gabe Sapolsky. And
yeah.
I've got what I call Mount Rushmore, the top 5 guys I look up to when it comes to creatively.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got your Judy Jacobs, your Kevin.
Yes.
Your Steve Carinos, obviously Paul Heyman, but Gabe Sapolsky's on that list also.
Yeah.
And Gabe has done an amazing job with Evolve. Again, another one of our Bandit cats.
Yeah.
Fred Yehai.
Yes.
Just made his pro wrestling gorilla debut this past weekend at Mystery Vortex.
Yeah.
One of the nicest guys you'll meet in the business.
And I heard he just faced, and I think he just faced Daniel Eads, and that was really awesome that he got to face him. From the.
Oh God, yeah. Mm-hmm. I think that matchup alone, and of course, like I said,
right.
making his pro wrestling gorilla debut against David Starr.
Yeah.
How much of a better match can you get to open a show than David Starr versus Fred Yehai?
Yeah, like that's like magic in the making, It's like people don't know.
Exactly.
Yes. Wow. How long have you been ring announcing and all? How long have you been?
That's kind of the funny part, to be honest with you. I've only been doing it. I'm coming up on a 1-year anniversary.
Right.
I know it sounds crazy, but I really never thought I would be part of the business.
Yeah.
I'm actually a South Carolina boy, and as most folks will know, that South Carolina does not have a wrestling scene.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, due to the athletic commission, independent pro wrestling is not a big thing. Fabulous Moolah has her school in Columbia,
right.
but there's just not a lot.
Yeah.
So, I followed online, and shoot, I've been a fan since I was 8, when I saw Terry Gordy hit the ring in World Class Championship Wrestling.
Oh, very cool. Very cool, man. Yeah. I got to see, as a young kid, I got to see Cactus Jack versus Eddie Gilbert. Come on. Yeah.
Exactly.
And I got to see the early Brozier Brody day, I was lucky. I got to see it all, man.
Great stuff, dude.
I know.
But, I mean, I never envisioned it, and I met my wife. She lives in Louisville, so I moved to Louisville. And, I decided one time only, I'm going to go to Ohio Valley Wrestling.
Right.
Bucket list thing.
Yeah.
And I had become, follow us on Twitter,
that
I had seen on the TV show for Ohio Valley Wrestling Online. His
name
was Chris Silvio. Hated his gimmick, couldn't stand it, but the guy could really go in the ring.
Yeah.
Very, very talented. So, I go one time to see him, boom, get a picture that night, awesome, and bucket list is done. And then we ended up going the next Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then we ended up going the next Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then Silvio went on an 8-month run as Ohio Valley Wrestling champion.
Oh, wow.
And it all kind of started, going crazy because we had this section of fans that just supported him called the Silvio section. That led into, what if we did an interview segment, recorded in our apartment?
Yeah.
And I teamed up with some guys, and Talking the Business started, which was originally a YouTube idea.
Yeah.
And after about 7 episodes, it turned into a podcast.
That's awesome.
So the podcast leads into the Talking the Business podcast.
Yeah.
Where we were doing local guys around, and we fell into this thing where we didn't do interviews, we told stories.
Yeah, that's what you want. The stories is where it's at.
Amazing talent that have been on the show. And then 2 years later, here we are. We've got DJ Hyde on our show. We've got Ethan Page. We got Darnell Dijak.
Yeah.
And we've blown up.
Yeah. It's amazing.
We never saw it coming.
No. Look at Ethan now. He's plays a lawyer,
Yeah.
I know.
We've got cats that are in WWE and in TNA.
I know.
And, I think it was this past year we had 10 of the top 250 in the PWI 500 on the show. We were like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, that led to a gentleman by the name of Devin Driscoll, who had reached out to me, and Devin had been on the podcast. Great cat with a great story. And he goes, you really need to
branch out.
Try RingAnnouncer. You've got a really good voice. And I was like, okay. Well, and he kind of got that foot in the door for me to Ohio Valley Wrestling, along with guys like Joe Wheeler, Randy Royal, and Dean Hill, and I got that one shot, and did it. I had a blast. I was very, very fortunate. I had an indie legend as my mentor.
Yeah,
and Rod, he was originally, and a lot of people don't know this about Rod. He was scheduled to be the commentator for this little upstart company called Pro Wrestling Gorilla.
Yeah.
And he turned down the job because he moved to Louisville to work for Ohio Valley Wrestling. And Ron Head was my mentor, and he really coached me hard those first couple of months. Yeah. Enjoyed the hell out of it. Yeah. And then I get another phone call. Yeah. And it was from Devin again. Yeah. And he wanted to use me as a ring announcer for a company that he had started up in Knoxville called, at the time, Southern Underground Wrestling. Me and Devin had, at this point, become pretty close friends, and I said,